I've picked up a great new project. This is a Ducati 696. It's a 2010 model and I got it really cheap on a Facebook group. It came up for sale as a non-runner and I got it home. The work I've done so far is I removed the side tank panels because I needed to access the battery, which is underneath this petrol tank. So I've taken that out, and before this video I already did some work to diagnose what is going on with this bike. So put a new battery on, I got it turning over and the engine has got some issues. So I got my compression tester on it and it looks like the front cylinder, this one, has got no compression. So that's as far as I've got. I'm not going to film all of that again because it's bank holiday Monday. Don't want to upset my neighbours here. So job for today is I'm going to strip a load of stuff off the bike and have a look at the engine and then see where we are from there. I'm not going to film everything because I am a working person. I buy and sell these bikes for a living, so I can't just make really long videos, but I'm going to just show my day's work basically as I go. So it won't be a glossy video, but it will hopefully be of interest to people that want to know how these bikes go together. So first thing I'm going to do is remove all of the petrol tanks, seats, probably exhausts, anything that connects to the engine, clear some space, and then I can hopefully have a look at this engine and see what's going on with it. The first thing I'm doing here is just draining a bit of petrol. This tank is full of petrol, so it will just make the job a bit easier. Just a quick look around the bike as well. It's got these kind of aftermarket sports exhausts. They're sort of fake, cheap Magnonis, I think. So that's cool. And then the tyres are brand new. This bike was serviced right before the engine blew up. So yeah, brand new Bridgestone tyres, front and rear matching tyres. So that's pretty cool. It's quite a nice clean bike. The fairings and stuff are in quite nice order, so it should be a good bike. These sell for about 2,800 they're advertised for, maybe a bit more from a dealership, and I paid £700 for this bike. So looking good straight from the get-go, and I am hoping to make as much profit as possible on this one. So I'm going to drain that petrol tank, then that can come off. Then I'll probably remove the exhaust next, and maybe the rear subframe, basically get it right down to a rolling chassis because this engine is going to come out, and then we'll go from there. I've got the exhausts off at the rear. They were easy. The fuel tank was good as well. These just pull off the petrol tank, and after squeezing these in side by side, now I need to get, I guess, all of this stuff off. So airbox, these electrics. It almost feels like I'm going to have to strip this bike down to a frame or like a rolling shell chassis. I'm thinking maybe I should just take the rear swing arm, the rear subframe off, because everything seems to bolt to the engine. So I don't know. Ducati guys, in the comments, I'm sure you'll tell me a better way to do it, but I think I'm just going to strip off the subframe, everything there in that area, and then I should be able to access this engine a bit more easily. Trying to get this airbox off, I've undone a bolt there. I've undone some of the clamps that go to the air inlets. It looks like there's also a bolt up under here. So I guess I need to remove this thing first and then get a Allen key up in this area, and then hopefully it will come off. I've got to this tricky part of the job where there's loads of stuff attached to the engine, but it's really hard to know what to take off. I haven't worked on many Ducatis. I've had a couple, but they're always like very tightly packed. There's all this stuff which is just attached to the engine. I think best bet is to just take off these carburetors and wiring loom and stuff with the engine and then build up onto the new engine, but I'm not sure. But that's what I'm going to have a go at. So I've had this bolt out already, that's come out, and there's another one there, and then there'll be that one for the swing arm, and possibly one here, I don't know, I need to look. So I think I just need to remove the engine bolts, and then I'll drop the carbs with the engine, and I'll just have to find out which wiring is attached. It's almost like I'm going to leave the engine there and lift the bike off the engine, but we'll see. So I'll just carry on and I'll touch in when I've made some progress. I undid the two engine bolts here that go to the frame, and what I didn't expect to see is now hard to do with one hand, but if I move that, the whole engine is loose in the frame, and it looks like I'll be able to lift off this frame with the swing arm. I've looked and removed this bolt, but underneath there's a special tool which I don't have, so I'm going to leave the swing arm with the frame, the subframe with the frame. But it looks like I should be able to remove the engine and the swing arm one way and the bike and the frame the other way. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll see where I am. Well, I guess this was always going to happen. I was fighting gravity there, but laying the bike on these building blocks and this piece of cardboard here, straight away the engine is out of the mounts. So now I just have to work my way through all of the wiring that's holding it together. Little things like this brake. So yeah, I'll just go through, try and disconnect anything connecting the two, and then my target is to get this frame and top off. Leave the engine there, and then I might actually have a look at the engine as it is in place here. I was trying to undo all the stuff at the top, but it was taking way too long, so I thought easier just undo these nuts that hold the inlet manifolds to the inlet there. Done that on both of them, and now I wish I could film a bit better, but I'm just going to pull it apart, and I think this engine will now come apart, and then I'll have to work out how to proceed from there. Step one complete, so this whole rear end is free from the bike now. So where do I go from here? I don't know. I think, just out of interest, I'm going to have a look at this engine and see what I can find. That valve does not look sealed up, so that would answer low compression, but I'm just interested to see if this belt has slipped or if I could spot anything without doing too much work. So I'm going to take this off, see what's there. Okay, well, I guess that answers that question. Yeah, interesting. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. So guys, Ducati guys, you let me know, is this how belts are supposed to look? Oh my gosh, wow. So this belt has literally never been changed. Like, you can see that one there. This engine actually had a bit of compression, 70 psi. Look at the state of that belt. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, this engine is going to be toast. Even this, look at the state of this. How the hell did this engine run? So this is supposed to be like this one, like a roller bush bearing. This is just insane. Okay, I'm speechless, literally speechless. This is supposed to be a drive belt. How the hell did this? So that is rock solid locked up. So when I was spinning the engine over, this cylinder must have been turning, but because it had compression. This one clearly wasn't turning, but it's locked up anyway. But there's no way, there's just no way. That is unreal. I'm speechless. Wow. Before I started taking this engine out, I was questioning whether I should just attempt to tackle this front cylinder, because this one had some compression, and so I thought maybe I should just try and take this off and repair it. But having seen this, I'm so glad I didn't waste my time, because this engine is going to have some serious issues. It may just be a total write-off, because you have to assume that this belt snapped while the engine was running, and if so, the piston would have slammed into the camshafts and valves and stuff at speed, bending pistons, bending valves, conrods, etc. So this engine's going to be a write-off. I will strip this one for spares, hopefully, and hopefully I'll be able to sort of sell some parts from it. But yeah, new engine, let's go. This is an engine that I picked up for the bike. So it's a 2011 Ducati 696 engine, about 10,000 miles from new, very clean. It's got a lot of good spare parts on it. So it's got like a spare front master cylinder or clutch cylinder. It's got a starter motor, and it is a complete engine. So that is a nice buy, and that's why I've sort of pressed on with fixing this bike today. So this is where I have got to on the Ducati project. The engine is there with the swing arm and all those bits on the back. Haven't taken that apart any further. And then this is the Ducati sort of front end, so the frame, front wheel, etc. Two halves basically. They came apart pretty easily. And then over here I've also got all the parts that came out of the bike, so it's all pretty clean and tidy. What has happened though is under here, do you remember the belt was smashed up? I sent a picture of the belt to the guy who bought my BMW touring bike, and he basically said, like, he's a Ducati person, he knows these bikes inside out. He said, look, do you want to just sell it to me? Because when we were chatting before as well, I mentioned I had this bike. He said he might be interested. Anyway, he's on his way to buy it, and I'm pretty happy with that. So this is how it ended for the Ducati. As I say, I'll link the video if the chap buying it is happy with that. He's going to do a full rebuild. There's the new engine. We'll need a service and check over, but that should be good to go in. And that's how the bike left me. So you don't win them all. Sometimes you just got to take a profit, move it along, and keep things going. I've got hundreds of bikes that I could work on, and this is just one of them. So happy to see it go to a good home. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.